RealRealReal.com, your home for today's R&B and old school.
What's up, man? Now, what you doing, man? What's up with that? Hey, yo, I've been hanging out at the Fantasia, Hey, man, what's up with the Fantasia? Females is all right. If you get money, if you're my phone back, you got that, man. Got that, man. Hey, man, go ahead, take me to the cosmos. Every going down 165th Street, that's that ball. Oh, man, don't do it to me. Oh, man, she look like Betty Boop. Betty Boop. What do we do? Your Betty Boop and alley-oop, we're jumping up and down. Say Betty Boop, the alley-oop. Don't hit me in my... What's up, man? I see you check, man. What's up with Jack? What's up, Street Vibes? Tell them all.
Eating my rice. What's up, y'all? Get some of this funk in you. Yeah! There they are! Just a tidge. Just a tidge. That's it. I'll explain in a minute. I'll explain in 44 seconds. What was that? Oh, yeah. Are you ready? Huh? Ready to get down. Look here. Tell me, Mac. Tell them who I is.
Hot damn! Welcome to the Attention to Detail Old School Radio Show. It's your show. He's the host, bringing the best in old school R&B and giving your ass hot topics. Here's
Shoot, while we wait on the music, let's get it started. Listen, it is me. It is Maria, check this out. You on the Instagram, you can come over to this YouTube side. What I was saying at the beginning, ladies and gentlemen, there was a faux pas, but I see I was able to get the message back out. I couldn't get my computer logged on. I couldn't log on to the computer. And I'm not very computer savvy. So I was afraid to break it down. You know, hit that what's that? The three buttons, alt, delete, something. I was afraid to hit that because the computer reset. But anyway, Cali girl, what it ended up doing, it ended up allowing me to go ahead, listen, and allow me to go ahead and log in on the YouTube. I was able to get on. So I got on in the nick of time, Maria, and listen. So y'all come on over to this YouTube. Let me do this right here. Let me put this comment right there to my let the people know. Come on over. John Gray. Man, let me do this. Let me do this right now. Man, before we get really started into the show. First of all, superstar artist Kejo has checked in. Kathy Parati has checked in all the way from Rhode Island, singer in her own right. Melissa has checked in from San Diego. Nichelle Bell, who is on the mend. We are praying for her speedy recovery, man. We are maturing. I'm not going to say getting old. I'm not saying that. We are maturing. And so, you know, when you start maturing and you've lived, you know, things start to break down a little bit and you got to go in for repairs. We got to go in for repairs. So let me just send this out. Let me send a speedy recovery out to my to the music administrator, Nichelle Bell. She had a knee surgery on a replacement and getting that on the mend. She's on the mend. Latrice Lawrence, who had a double knee replacement. She's on the mend. Shout out to me. I didn't have a knee replacement, but I have a little something medical going on in my foot. And so I'm on the mend. And so, you know, I'm just praying for everybody to get well. I want to send a shout out to my colleague. I want to send a shout out to my man, Paris Escobedo, to his wife. She had surgery today, and we are praying that all went well. As Diane checks in on the Instagram side from Carson, California. Appreciate her checking in. So everybody is having things going on. We are maturing. So I want to send John Gray checks in all the way from Canada. Appreciate that. And Maria decided to come on over to the YouTube side, which is what you need to do as well, Diane. Come on over to the YouTube side. I think I look better. I look better on the YouTube side. I'm just saying. I just feel in my own self that it's better to see me in more light. You know, it might be, or it can reveal some things like, no, let's go back over here to the darkness. He looked better over there. You just never know how people think, but that's okay. The information is at the bottom of the page to come over to the YouTube side. I got to keep it low for an hour on Wednesdays because it's tax season, and my neighbors, by the way, McDaniel's Tax Service is right next door. So if you do need somebody to do your taxes, come on over. You know, I support these minority businesses, so I can't play the music loud like I normally do because I don't want them to mess the numbers up on somebody's taxes and blame me. It ain't gonna be my fault. So we keeps it quiet, you know, for the first hour. Keeps it down for the first hour, and then after that, the first hour, I blow it up, turn the speakers out, and try to tear these suckers up. But the first hour on Wednesdays, on Sundays we want to do like we normally do because I'm the only one here on Sundays. But on Wednesdays, I got my neighbors, McDaniel's Tax Service, right next door. So if you need to get your taxes done, and you in this Inglewood area, and you want some taxes done, God darn it, well, come on over to McDaniel's Tax Services, right next door. I'll let you know where they at, and then get your taxes done. Anyway, did I miss anybody checking in? I said, Kathy, okay, John Gray, everybody's checked in so far. There's some people that have checked in but haven't checked in. Make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe when you come in, especially if you come over to this YouTube side, Diane. Hit that like, share, and subscribe because that way YouTube knows that people are paying attention and then they'll tell more people. And the more people that hear me, artists, guess what? The more people that hear your song. I'm just saying. Listen, Tom Brown got us started with some Jamaica funk. I think that was Melissa said she wants to go to Jamaica. No, it was Kathy Parati said she wants to go to Jamaica. I don't blame you. I've been to Jamaica a few times. It's no place. It is nice, especially if you get a chance to go to Dunn's River Falls. Have you ever been to Dunn's River Falls? Have you been to Jamaica? Man, that's amazing. I love Dunn's River Falls. I like it. I go there every time I've been to Jamaica. It's a cool little spot to go and climb up and walk up the water, man, and follow the guides. It's amazing. Back in the day, they don't do it anymore because they don't have to. But they used to have, everybody would have their cameras. Everybody wanted to take pictures. But back then, before the cell phones, you had your camera. So some people had big professional cameras or whatever. And the guide was so good that would lead us up through the water and the rocks. He would put everybody's cameras around his neck. So when I say everybody, I mean, it's like 25, 30 people. He had the cameras around their neck, still walking up the rocks. He wouldn't fall. And when we got to a certain point, he could know whose camera was who, and he would take your picture with your own camera. It was amazing, but they ain't got to do that no more. Ain't got to do it no more. Listen, let me get y'all started with some L. Young. Can I do that? With Not the One on the Real Urban Radio Network. An artist, I got to talk to y'all about something I saw today, and I had to share it on my page. But I'm coming at you on the Real Urban Radio Network.
Treat you right. Sometimes you left at home.
Check the outlets.
He's with his voice all night.
All right, Sandra James, what's happening? Why don't you come over to this YouTube side and give some of this R&B on the YouTube side? The information's at the bottom of the page. Go to the YouTube side or check in.
Hey, baby, hey, baby, it's all the one for you. You're the one I give my heart to. You're the one who gives it back to. 'Cause we both know that he's not the one for you. When he makes love to you, he doesn't do it right. He never takes the time to make me satisfied. But when I'm with you, you take it nice and slow. Turn the lights down low. Make sure that you know that
Tammy Mac Show. What's up, Tammy Mac? You should really come to the YouTube side. Tammy, I look better. What's you still working on? I forgot. I can't compete with you, girl. I can't compete with you. I'm trying. I think I have a pimple of your lips. I got a pimple of your lips. So I'm catching up. You get off the air, come to the YouTube side, though. I look better. More light.
you're the one I give my heart to. You're the one who gives it back to. We both know that he's not the one for you. Yeah. He's not the one. He's not the one.
Adrian!
Did you see it? He's not the one. He's not the one. He's not, baby. He's not. You don't have to turn on. He's not.
Hit that like, share, and subscribe when you check in this room from all my collective in front of me on the YouTube. Appreciate you. While you're getting some of this R&B.
If you love the Southern Soul Slam, make sure to follow us on social media.
Worldwide, baby.
By searching the Southern Soul Slam on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. We're not just a radio show, always doing it big. It's a movement.
Hey, this is Gerald Alston of the Manhattans, and you're listening to the Attention to Details Old School Radio Show with Roaring Dark.
Yes, yes. And you just heard L Young with Not the One. He's not the one for you. You listen to the Attention to Detail R&B radio show on the Real Urban Radio Network, a black-owned streaming station. I got to keep it smooth and soft for the first hour because I got my neighbors next door and they crunching them numbers. McDaniel's tax service next door, and they crunching those numbers, and I got to keep it quiet because they cannot blame me. Look, guess who checked in? She just got an award in this city. I don't know if y'all saw her on the news or if you went and saw her in person, but she just got a accommodation for the city for her work here in the city of Los Angeles. And she has checked in because she's working right now herself, but she's got a few minutes, so she just decided to check in and visit. I appreciate it. Miss Tammy Mack has checked in on the Jermaine side. She's on my Jermaine side. She has checked in, so I appreciate her checking in. Vicki Robinson, superstar artist, Aretha Franklin tribute artist. She has checked in right here on the collective side. Somebody else checked in too. Young Stone, superstar artist. He has checked in. You're going to hear from Young Stone tonight as well with his new one, If I Fall. If I Fall, we still have my back. That's what he wants to know, ladies, if he falls. John Gray from Canada has checked in. I appreciate that. Bringing you the best and widest variety of new R&B anywhere. It's the Attention to Detail R&B radio show on the Real Urban Radio Network, a black-owned streaming station. Listen. Oh, I got to do this before I go for it. I actually, believe it or not, I actually had a dream about this guy 2 nights ago. It was crazy. I was at some event and something I was sitting in the audience watching, and he was sitting behind me. And I was so happy to see him because it had been a while. This was crazy because he was literally in my dream. I stood up, acknowledged him. I actually used to drive him when I drove limousines in the 90s, late 80s and the 90s. I drove him. And then I see on social media a post from him, and I was so glad to see. Sinbad, comedian Sinbad. He had a stroke several years ago, and he's been, struggling to get back, and things were touch and go. And he he put out a message to the public, thanking everybody for their prayers. So he is on the mend. He's still working things through. So glad to see Sinbad, man, a really nice guy, good guy in the comedy game, and just in entertainment, period. One of the few good folks that's in the entertainment business, and that's Sinbad. So I'm glad to see that he is doing well, doing better, and he's going to get himself all the way back. Keep fighting, Sinbad. Another person, too, I want to shout out, and you may not know this name, but I directed him in a play several years ago. He was an Olympic athlete. Matter of fact, he does a radio drop here, and so does his wife. He was paralyzed. He was a high jumper, and he was showing some students or kids or whatever how to do the high jump and what have you. And I think he was kind of just playing around, actually. And he went to do one more, and he landed on his neck, and he was paralyzed from the neck down. And he was paralyzed from the neck down. It's been about 4 years, maybe 5 years since then. He is walking. God is the greatest. He is walking. Saw him. He posts videos of himself. He's in the gym. Matter of fact, him and his wife were here in the studio about 4 or 5 years ago. I think before the pandemic. And they were here in the studio, and I interviewed him because his wife is also a former Olympian, and she's a singer. And he's an actor. Matter of fact, he was on Black Mafia Family. He was on there. So he's still acting, doing his thing, and he's walking. He's not 100%, but he's in the gym. I saw him. He's lifting the medicine ball, throwing the medicine ball. I can't do that. And I can't do that. So God is the greatest. So shout out to them, my brother. God darn, I didn't say his name. What is his name? I'm having a brain fart. Oh my God, I'm Biden. Oh my goodness. Shucks, I cannot. You know how somebody's name and it's on your tongue, but you can't say it. I can't say his name. And I know his name. I got his phone number and everything. Talk to him. But anyway, I'm thinking of his name when I get back to you. Oh my God, BFF has checked in. I talked to her earlier today. And I was going to talk to her about Michael Jackson. I don't know if T-Mac, she's probably going back to work because she is still on the air where she's at, where she's working. So anyway, Jamie Nieto. Hello, that's his name, Jamie Nieto. So shout out to Jamie Nieto, man, on the recovery, on the mend. He was walking. He walked down the aisle, walked his bride down the aisle with braces. He was able to do that, get out of the wheelchair. So he's improving as well. So just shout out, man. God is the greatest. We have the power to do these things, man, for ourselves. And like I said, of all of you guys that got things going on, mine's is the most minor. I got a bone spur. Got about nothing. Now, mine's the most minor, but God darn it, it was hurting. It was hurting. So I'm in physical therapy too, but not like Michelle Bell and Latrice Lawrence. They are really going through it. So when you think you got it bad, man, look over to your left and to your right. There's other people that are struggling. Let me give you some more music before I go and talk to y'all what I want to talk to y'all about. Hollis J. Matter of fact, I can give you two in a row. How about that? Maybe Hollis J. What Took Me Back out of Ohio. And from Las Vegas, Brad Alexander with Saturday Night Groove on the Real Urban Radio Network.
Took me back, when I often feel it's the same way it used to be. Just for a minute, just for a minute. You tripping, still a minute since I seen you. Girl, how you been? But you've been acting so good seeing you again. Old friends, we were so much more. Remember we was close, living life so young. If you'll never know now what we could have been, just that quick. You know you got me thinking. Take me back. It's the same it used to be, baby. Just for a minute, baby. Just for a minute, baby. You take me back, take me back. It's the same way it used to be. Tripping, just for a minute, baby. Just for a minute, got me tripping. And damn, is it just me, girl? Getting caught up in this moment, talking to you, yeah, still seems easy. Girl, tell me the truth. Do you ever think of me? Cool, happy with your life. But you're living mine. Was it right? Guess we'll never know now what we could have been. Just that way. You got me thinking. Did we give up too fast? Could this be our second chance? Maybe it's too late. I don't wanna walk away. No, you take me back. It was the same way it used to be, baby. Just for a minute, just for a minute, just for a minute, just for a minute, baby. You take me back. Just for a minute, just for a minute, just for a minute, just for a minute, baby. Take me back, take me back.
They play my favorite music.
Today's R&B and old school, the Real Urban Radio Network.
It plays what I like.
I am tripping. I'm tripping. I'm waiting on somebody to say something. It's me supposed to be saying something. Sorry about that. Hey, 2 in a row. That was Brad Alexander out of Las Vegas with Saturday Night Groove. And preceding that was, let me see, who was preceding that? Man, I am not on it. I'm like the Golden State Warriors against the Celtics. I am not on it today. What song was on before that? Oh, Hollis J. Took me back on the Real Urban Radio Network. Tracy Walker had checked in for a second there. And maybe they'll video make as well. Maybe they'll come on in on the other side on the YouTube side. I told them because it was on my Jermaine side. And BFF, she has got the Grand Premier Banquet Hall is going down. Hey, that's in Gardena. That's near me. I've never been there. But what's going down there? God darn it. Michael Jackson celebration. Oh my, it's coming back. The 15th year anniversary celebration of Michael Jackson. It's a fundraiser. And she raises money for Michael's favorite charity. So y'all get some tickets, man. You can get them at $65. Includes food, live entertainment, live DJ, and prizes and more. So where do you go to get the tickets at? I didn't see that part. Where do you go get the tickets at? BJ, did you tell him where to get the tickets at? You didn't say that part. Nope, she didn't say where to get the tickets. But it's the Michael Jackson celebration. And I'm the host. I believe I am the host. I think, am I the host? I've always been the host. I've been the only host of that show when it was running for 10 years. So have I been fired? Let me know. Let me know. Let the people know if I've been fired. Let me know. Hey, baby Kangos, Grammy-winning songwriter, he has checked in. And did anybody else check in while I was gone? Anybody else? Hit that like, share, and support button. I like to call it. But like, share, and what's the word? God darn it! What is wrong with my head today? Might be something on my mind. I got so much stuff on in my head. I can't get stuff out. Like, share, and subscribe. That's the word. Support too. All of them go together. I'm gonna write that down. Who just checked in? Michael Hands. What's up, man? Hands, how come you don't come to the YouTube side? I don't understand. He's a superstar, legend in the hood on the keyboards. And Michael Hands, I can't get him to come to that YouTube side, man. Come on to that YouTube side, brother. You can do it, man. You can do it, Michael Hands. I believe in you. Listen, what I want to talk about. I saw something today, and very interesting. It was a man. I guess he's a musician, I guess, or whatever. And he was talking about rehearsals and how musicians, when they come to rehearsal, they should be prepared. Don't come to rehearsal to learn the material. That's not what rehearsal is for. That's always been my motto with my bands. And let me just say this right now. My bands have always come prepared to rehearsal. They always have the material down. I give it to them way in advance. And when we come to rehearsal, We do what the rehearsal is for. The rehearsal is for putting the show together, making it tight. And I want to expand that though, because I think there's some people that are missing that information. So I'm going to expand. They may get mad, but you know me. You know the motto, BFF. Truth don't change because you don't like it. And so I'm about to hit somebody in the gut right. I'm about to gut check you. It won't feel good. You'll bend over, but then you realize because it's a lot of you. I know there's cell phones out there and you can pull up stuff on Google and things of that nature. That's wonderful. But singers, that goes for you too. Who the heck is calling me? And some way out of the way number. They don't even know me. That's fine. Singers, you too need to come prepared and know the material when you come to rehearsal. Having cell phones and iPads, and I know people that do it. So yes, I'm talking to you. I know some of you personally. Yes, I'm talking to you, but I'm gonna do it, BJ. I'm gonna do it like this, BFF, like Michael Jackson. I'm gonna do it in love, LOVE. I'm telling you, the LOVE. You need to know your lyrics too. Let me tell y'all something. If you go to a show that you've paid for, and the artist gets up there and start reading the lyrics while he's singing, does that bother you? Because they're not performing. You cannot perform and read at the same time. You can't do it. Musicians can't do it either. Even though musicians, so sometimes they'll have music that they're reading up there on the stand or whatever. They're sitting there reading it. They ain't performing. They're reading. Unentertaining for an audience. And as a singer, it's really worse. We're not paying to see you read the lyrics. So here's what I say to you singers. And being one, let me put a caveat on that. I'm a singer with an I, not a singer with an A. But when I'm on the stage, I know the lyrics. Now, I will flub them up sometime. But I don't mean I know them. I'm just made of a little flubby. But you will never see me reading, walking up on the stage. The only time that's acceptable, and I'm going to tell you a time it happened, at my show. And I'll tell you when I come back, because I need to play some more music, because it's More Music Wednesday. And you know we play more music on Wednesdays than we do. And keeping it low right now, keeping it smooth until 7 o'clock, because I got neighbors next door and they're doing taxes. We can't be all loud and party and stuff like we want to until 7 o'clock. Here's Sarah Shine, Reach the Sky on the Real Urban Radio Network.
Reach the sky. Held up high. Got a few things on my mind. My heartbeat a beat with the vibe in the sunshine. Wanna rock with the realest. Tell them how I'm feeling. Take a long trip to the bay to see my cousins. Pull up in the whip with the top back shining. Always been that girl on the block with the rhyming. Curves on point with my mind on hustle. I'ma take it there like me. Took shoes to New York. Always had a feeling like they was from New York. But I'm out in LA, parked in the valet, waiting on my contract. Left the beat, so I left them with my contact. Now I'm following my dreams, cause I can see them clearly. Got it calling on my life. Now it's time to switch gears. Thank God it's been a hell of a year. Reach the sky. Held up high. Now it's lined up in the building. Drop the bag at the dealer, told him keep it stacking. Grands in my hand, I've been blessed with the gift singing. So I'ma use my voice, show them how I do this. One, it takes belief in yourself, put your help before your wealth, it'll all come to you. That's the way the game always try to test you. They tell you never get your rest, so you chase it. But you gotta live your life and see the world. There's so many spots you've never been. Make sure that you take the time to breathe. Now we're catching flights instead of feelings. And they keep dialing on my phone. Said they let the best one get away. And I'ma keep placing them on hold. Cause they never knew what they had in the first place. No. We let the bygones get by. Let's take the page off private. No, I'm not a sucker, but I'll teach you how to drive it. Put on the pedal, find your balance in your world. Cause ain't nobody there when you're down on your luck. You're blessed if you got a real friend by your side. Cause most people try to take the wind out your chime. But I'ma keep rocking till the wheels fall off. Ain't nobody out here got a heart like mine. So I'ma keep my head to the sky, no doubt. Cause when we reach success, they gon' come with the cloud. Always stay true to your roots, no doubt. Whatever may come, gotta do what you love. Now I'm following my dreams, cause I can see them clearly. Got a calling on my life, now it's time to switch gears. Thank God it's been a hell of a year. Reach the sky. Held up high, so high. I'm so happy I am. I'm so happy. I'm so happy I am. I'm so happy.
Hello, this is Pastor Melvin Jones.
And Evangelist Linda Jones, inviting all of God's true believers to join us each and every Sunday at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for the Top 10 Gospel Countdown.
We are blessed and honored to serve you with the best of the best in gospel music, as posted weekly on the Billboard Gospel Chart.
The Top 10 Gospel Countdown every Sunday at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on the Real Urban Network app and realurbanradio.com.
Hi, this is recording artist Carrie Taylor, and you can hear my music right here on the Attention to Detail.
Yo! And you just heard Sarah Shine with Reach for the Sky. We listen to the Attention to Detail R&B radio show on the Real Urban Radio Network as superstar artist Latrice Lawrence has checked in. Look for her new song. It's going to be coming at you on Sunday. And it's coming at you this Sunday, coming at you the new release from Latrice Lawrence. I think we're going to be playing it here first. I think we're going to be playing it here first. I think it's been overseas already, but I think it'll be here. It'll be debuting, making its debut right here on the Real Urban Radio Network on Sunday. So make sure you check in for that. Hey, everybody, speaking of checking in, like Latrice Lawrence, superstar artist, is checked in. Make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe button and tell the people about us. Because when you do all that, guess what? YouTube will tell more people about us. And the more people that hear me, the more people that will hear your material. Ain't that right, Maria? That's right. Shout out to Maria, too, as well. She's on the mend as well. I'll tell you, we all got some aches and pains going on around here, God darn it. So shout out to her, and I hope she gets better as well. And like I said, Latrice is also going through it. So she's hanging there. She's a trooper checking in, and pains and aches, and we all going through it. And Latrice, we praying for you, too, as we can for everybody that's going through some things physically, man. Keep that body on the mend as we getting up there. As our bodies are maturing, as they say. Our bodies are maturing. So I was talking about artists, singers in particular, not so much musicians. Like I say, my band has been spectacular when it comes to being prepared when we come to rehearsal. They learn the material. Singers, you need to do the same thing. I know we got iPads and iPhones and all that, but they're not for you to read on stage. Now, there are exceptions to that. I had it in my show where one of the guys, he actually had bought a ticket to the show. He bought a ticket to the show and something happened. I actually had to put him in the show like 48 hours before the show. And he had to read the lyrics, but he did at least wear some shades. So, you couldn't see his eyes so much. He was able to, and he somewhat knew the song, the rhythm of the song a little bit, but that was a last minute situation. But when you have material just as long as soon as the band has it, then there's no reason that you should not learn the lyrics to the song, because it's not fair to the audience. It's unprofessional. And just because you have the technology don't mean you have to use the technology and cheat the audience who paid to come and see you do a performance. Live shows are performances. They're not poetry readings. And even poetry readings, which I went to one. I went to a poetry situation, and they weren't reading either. There are performances as well now. So you just can't stand there. You got to put something into it. And I don't care how well you sing or whatever, if you're standing there reading the lyrics just because you hit a high note and all that kind of stuff, you're not performing. It's almost like you're in rehearsal practicing to how you're going to perform the song or how you're going to sing the song, but you're not giving us anything visual. And so learn the lyrics. That's the bottom line. I require that you learn the lyrics. If you're singing with me, you got to learn the goddamn lyrics, especially if you have a lead song. Why aren't you learning the lyrics? Why? I mean, I don't even like. I understand band members because they're not the focal point. But guess what? And I'm gonna say it like this: Prince had a band. Earth, Wind, and Fire had a band. Jackson's had a band. Everybody on stage is performing. Everybody on stage is performing. This ain't the Grammys. It ain't like you behind the scenes or behind the curtain. You sitting over in a pit somewhere. You are also being seen by the audience as well. Entertain. When the artist leaves the stage to go do a clothing change, are you going to be just sitting there reading the lyrics until they come back? No, you're an entertainer as well. You guys have to respect the audience. When I go to a show, that's why I like seeing a lot of people on stage or seeing some people on. I don't like just seeing one person. They got tracks or whatever. They're doing everything, one thing on the keyboard, unless that's kind of their thing, Father Time. Unless that's kind of their thing, Anthony Wallace, classmate, checking in. Why don't you come over to the YouTube side with everybody else, man? Look at the information on the bottom of the screen. I look better over here on the YouTube side. But I'm just saying. So you have to learn, singers, stop being lazy. And listen, here's my thing. You may not like it. But again, God, do I need to raise up the t-shirt what it says? It's on the t-shirt. Truth don't change because you don't like it. It don't matter what. So this may rub you the wrong way, like Johnny Gill. But you'll be all right. If you don't have time to properly learn the lyrics, Father Time, don't do the gig. If you can't give it 100, if you're not in that situation to where I said it's a last minute thing, you just got on board and this, that, and the other, and you got the material just as long as the band is headed, if you can't learn the lyrics because you're so busy, then you shouldn't do that gig. Because what audience do you choose that deserves all of your attention, and what audience do you choose that don't deserve all of your attention? Which one is that? Because every show I do, every audience deserves all my attention, and they deserve a full performance because they paid or they're there. Just your pride as an artist, you should want to give a full performance to people. But if you've gotten to the point where you don't have that fire for it anymore, quit. Let it be known. Or just do it every now and then. Here's Shadows by Sonia Yasmin on the Real Urban Radio Network. Yeah, tell them Rory said it, by the way. Rory was talking about you. They know where to find
In the midst of all the shadows I see, the lights go on, they burn the darkness, remove the veil from the lions, pointing fingers, blaming you. All the riots of the people to hide away and shame. I wasn't there when it happened. It was white press, but you were hanging on the light of death. But yeah, we welcome is the shadow place of the unrest in the unspoken mother tongue of our protest. See him on the edge and you're feeling his pledge, wearing the bells that look like bells. Firearm on the arm like an all-lit charm. Come on and bring the horn, let me sound the alarm. I wanna be a part of change for the sake of the game. Let them know that I know things ain't changed. We're all on the battlefield to fight the pain. Just scratching at the bit to find a peace on earth. They say the tides change by the walk of the moon. I say the lies change depending who's in the room. Open your eyes, man, and see your uncertain doom. I know they washed your brain and flooded your sight. They took your heart and dared to fight. But in the meantime, keep turning on the light, the light, the light, the light, the light.
pointing fingers, blaming you. For the riots of the people,
Conan land like a king, my themes to get it on. Intelligent black queens sing the theme city songs. Peace shalom, drop a bomb on them best. All spiritual, me don't live in the flesh. Yes, you are my shadow boy. Revolutionary mind, here to build and destroy. So militant, black jacket, articulate. All about the knowledge you coons are straight killing it. Palms in the air, my prayers to rise of blood. All the hateries from cuz, though they can't all love. We lethal, my enemies straight see-through. Speaking Hebrew to the most high, we need you. Snakes in the garden, Lord, we stay margin. Spit it from the soul, my music is so marvelous. No marches, mentally strong artists. Black losses, all wins and no losses. See that yellow jake right there, that means caution. The Elohim lifting us up, we shine often.
The moonlight casts a shadow.
Baby, love is a verb. Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy, L Young.
Yes, and that was Sadia Yasmin with Shadows on the Attention to Detail R&B radio show on the Real Urban Radio Network, black-owned streaming station. I am he is I, the savior of R&B, Rory Darvell, up in here, playing this great music for you, man. Got two in a row coming for you once again. Going to close out the hour with back-to-back with Young Stone and Mads Johnson. They're going to close this hour out. Hey, got to move on to something else. I don't have to, but I will. So the primaries, the Super Tuesday was yesterday. Did y'all vote? Anybody vote? Anybody? Just me? Am I the only one that voted? Really? That's a shame. That's pitiful. So Nikki Haley dropped out. I wanted her to run all the way to the convention, but I mean, I understand all money, she's just throwing good money after bad, so it doesn't make no sense. It's going to be really interesting, ladies and gentlemen. I see now there's a black man that's more, Jesus, I don't know if I can say the word on the air. Well, you know what? I can't because of my social media stuff I got going here. It rhymes with, oh, wait a minute. I almost said another wrong word. Wait a minute. It rhymes with soon. How about that? And he's a black man. Begins with a C, rhymes with soon. There you go. Out of, I think he's running for the governor of South Carolina. Is it South Carolina? And this man said the civil rights movement was basically anti-American or some kind of, and basically what he's doing was talking about Dr. Martin Luther King. And Trump had the nerve to say this man is Dr. Martin Luther King on steroids. Said, I believe you are better than Dr. Martin Luther King. This man hates homosexuals. He's a pastor. I believe he is a pastor. And he says women, he wants America to go. There's a black man, keep in mind. Richards, something is his name. I looked him up earlier. I'll look him up again. And matter of fact, I'll look him up now. I got nothing to do. I can't look him up right now. Oh, yes, I can. Yes, I can. I know where to go. And I believe he's out of South Carolina. And he said, women, hey, ladies, talking to y'all. He said, y'all shouldn't be allowed to vote. Mark Keith Robinson is his name. Mark Keith Robinson is his name. And he's a pastor. He's running for the governor. And he actually won a seat in Carolina. And he's running for governor of the state. And man, if a race war jumped off, we'd have to eliminate him. Right off the bat, you got to go. First thing off the chain. The things this man says, he says the Holocaust is a bunch of hogwash. Basically, he said Hitler was not a bad guy. He just wanted to keep his race pure. Imagine that. It is a black man. Right? Now you think I'm talking about David Duke or somebody, or what's the other young guy that's in the Republican Party? It's a white nationalist. I forget his name. Trump had dinner with him, and Kanye had dinner with him, and all that stuff. But anyway, this is a black man. Mark Keith Richards, if you want to look him up. Yeah, he said women, y'all shouldn't even vote. So we need to go back to that because men are supposed to be running everything. They're supposed to be doing that. Men are supposed to be running everything. Y'all shouldn't have the right to pick who the leaders are. Y'all just basically barefooting in the kitchen and pregnant where y'all need to be. What he basically saying. And civil rights movement was foul. Shouldn't, you know, that was you should hear this guy. And see, we run from these people, but we need to run to them to hear what they're talking about so we know who you are, know who you're dealing with. And like I said, this is a black man talking like this. You know, the Holocaust wasn't it was fake. You know, it didn't happen. Yeah. And Hitler wasn't really a bad guy. This is what he says, not me. Just want to make sure that's clear. That's what Mark Keith Richards says. Black man out of South Carolina, and he's running for governor. And he could very well win. If you guys really aren't paying attention to what's going on, to what happens if Trump wins the presidency. You guys, do you understand that Trump has now learned from his first time running? He needs to put loyalists in certain positions. And of course, Mitch McConnell endorsed him today, even though he's talked about Mitch McConnell like a dog. And I'm going to tell y'all something. When it comes to these politicians, the difference between Donald Trump talking about a politician or whatever, and when you're running against somebody, the difference of what they say about each other. When politicians are in competition and when they go against each other, the difference, I'm going to tell you about that, the difference when I come back, in case you're wondering. It's like, well, politicians always go at each other during the campaigns, blah, blah, blah. I don't think so like this. I'm going to tell you about it more when we come back. 2 in a row for you because it's more music Wednesday, so it's more music and less in my mouth. And I know some of y'all appreciate that. Here's Mads Johnson, Sunset Love, out of Virginia, with Young Stone, If I Fall, out of Los Angeles.
Wings are filling my the love sunlight, the mountain never the sea is there, and dreams come home to me. It's the stillness in my heart, sense of love, sunset love. The sunset brings a sense of peace. Everything's gonna be alright. Bright light in the daytime. Me, sunlight. I hope to see you here, my sunset love. Dreams come home to me. Yeah, the stillness in my heart, sunset love. Oh, sunset love. Bright lights in the daytime. Meets a new life. Dreams come home to me. fall, would you ride with me? If I fall, would you still love me? Because life gets hard, won't hold it down. When life gets hard, won't stay around. I feel your blessing, no more stressing, no more crying, no more pain. Even if I fall, hold it down. 'Cause even if I fall, would you be here for me? How remember all the time you told me you love me. How remember all the time you told me you need me. Sleeping nights I wasn't getting no words. Love is pain is like a bullet to your chest. I need you right now. I need you when I'm going through it all the time. I was struggling and fighting. I was hustling and crying. I was going through some shit. 'Cause you don't know what I've been through. I said you don't know what I've been through. All the sleepless nights, all the cries I cried. You don't know what you do to me. You don't know what I've been through. I'm holding on to you. I'm holding on to you. If I fall, would you ride with me? If I fall, would you still love me? Because life gets hard, don't hold it down. When life gets hard, don't stay around. I feel your blessing, no more stressing, no more crying, no more pain. 'Cause even if I fall, who gon' hold it down? 'Cause even if I fall, would you be here for me?
Broadcasting live to the world at www.realurbanradio.com.
Oh, two in a row. That was Young Stone, the latest from Young Stone. If I Fall, and before that, Mads Johnson out of Virginia with Sunset Love. Man, ladies and gentlemen, I got to give a praise report right now. Praise report. I just saw her come in. Oh, first of all, let's say goodnight to Michelle Bell. Thank you for tuning in, Michelle. I know you are on the mend as well. And let me see. Somebody just checked in. God darn it. Millie and Jacqueline just checked in. Welcome. Come to the YouTube side, if you will. www.youtube.com/@Rory.net. Come on to the YouTube side. And she has been under the weather. She is recovering. I told you, man, we are maturing up in here, man. So everybody's they're trying to take us out, but we are fighters. And she is with us, Patrice Lee, superstar artist. She has checked in after being under the weather and still making her way back to 100% healthiness. It's good to see her checking in. Appreciate that. You know, it feels good if you're down. I'm glad I could be here. But you say, you know what? I'm feeling down. I need to go to the Attention to Detail R&B radio show. That's what this is a place to lift you up. You know, hear this great music, get up, to hear your name being said all over the world. And then even when I'm not on the air, just say, you know, I should turn to the Real Urban Radio Network so I can hear some uplifting music to raise my spirits. That's why y'all should download the app. If you haven't already, the radio people are not talking to you because you're listening to me on the radio, like Marilyn Young out in Manhattan Beach, listening to me on the radio. So if you don't have that app, and if you haven't, by the way, when you come in, check that like, share, and subscribe button on the YouTube channel. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate it. Because the more people that hear me, hear your music. Keep that in mind, artists. Keep that in mind. Anyway, as I was saying, download that app, Live 365 app. Do that, and then search the Real Urban Radio Network 24/7, Stone. You can hear it 24/7, man, and your song might just be playing When you tune in, say, God darn it, that's my song playing right there. I'm on the radio. Let people know where your song is playing. Support goes in the circle. I want to shout out to Arizona. See what I'm saying? All the way to Arizona. Tanya Grogan is checked in. She is checked in listening on the app. See, that app works all over the world, ladies and gentlemen. Why ain't y'all got it done? I don't understand the excuses. Melissa has it downloaded there in San Diego. Yeah, she does. God darn it. Artists should have to download it. They should be listening to it when they're riding around in their cars. That way your neighbors can hear it. John Gray probably has it downloaded out there in Canada. Probably got it downloaded out there in Canada. Riding around, listening to some great R&B, letting his friends hear it. Him and Paula Latang listening to it. I know Paula be listening to it out there in Canada. Mm-hmm. She got her radio show out there in Canada too on Saturdays. Check her out, Paula Latang. She got some of y'all playing on her song on her show on Saturdays. What? That's what we do here. Support goes in a circle, God darn it. We're gonna be all over the world again, putting R&B back on the top where it's supposed to be, because that's the way. What you mean you can't hear me, Millie Musical? God darn it, you can't hear me? Shucks. Well, that means you gotta come to the YouTube side. I gotta get a new phone. That's what it is. I gotta get the new phone. I gotta break down, God darn it. I gotta break down Millie and get a new God darn phone so everybody can hear me everywhere. Paula Tang says she's tuned in. See, tuned in on that. God darn it, she's all in Canada. Y'all excuse. Huh? That's what I'm talking about. Support goes in a circle around here. Shucks, I'm glad to see you, Patrice. I'm glad to see you, man. I'm telling you, we going through it, man. Everybody got something going on, but I'm praying for everybody, and everybody gonna do well. You just fight that fight, man. Your body can don't let your body take over. You take over the body. Let your body know who's in charge. I got Brian G. Soul coming at you, Sharonda G, Lewis Clark, Zia, and of course another old school jam. Hey, Young Stone, go get your daddy. Go get your daddy. I done already gave away. Go get your daddy. I need to go find your daddy. That's what I'm just telling you. Find your daddy. I got something for you at the end of the show. Got something for you because it's more music Wednesdays. So we play some of the old school to let y'all know, remind us all whose shoulders we stand on this R&B. Hey, listen. Check this out. Michael Jackson, BJ, my BFF here, she's going to have Michael Jackson. She does a competition, but I don't think she's doing the competition part of it this year, but she's just doing the tribute fundraiser, raise money for Michael's charities, Michael Jackson's charities. It's a great show, though. Usually people come from all over the world, literally. I mean that literally. I've hosted it for 10 years. She actually was going through something herself, and so she had to kind of shut the show down to get herself back together. So now she's back, and she's coming 15th year. She's coming to celebrate Michael Jackson. Speaking of Michael Jackson, and you guys want to get tickets, it's June 23rd. I'm hosting. Carrie Taylor also happened. Those of you that like spoken word, God darn it, Carrie Taylor, superstar artist here, and I'll tell you more about it because I got to play another song because that's what we do here on More Music Wednesdays. This is Brian G. Soul, but keep Michael Jackson and Carrie Taylor on your minds. On the Real Urban Radio Network, you're the reason. And guess what I can do now? Turn it up!
I was thinking about my life, and where I've been, where I am now. And baby, you're the reason. You're the reason why I love you. You're the reason why I care. You're the reason why I love you. You're the reason I'm still there. You saved me, baby, from a love I've been running from. You breathe life into me. That is something that's never been done. Why would I look at you? Spend my life, I know my dreams will come true. Why would I think of you? I hope I feel the same. 'Cause I love you. You're the reason why I love you. You're the reason You're the reason I'm still there. I put my heart on the line. Being vulnerable as I can be. I even took the code off my phone. Yeah, so you can trust me. Yeah. Standing right here, I'm right now. Like feet, I'm glad you're gonna grab. No secrets, wearing all lies. I'm ready for a beginning. True love that I'll find. You're the reason why I care. You're the reason why I love you. You're the reason I'm still there. Give me love and can't hold back. I love you like this. Take me higher than that. You're the reason I love you like that. Give me love and can't hold back. I love you like that. Take me higher than that. You're the reason I love you like that. You're the reason why I love you. You're the reason why I care. You're the reason why I love you. You're the reason I'm still there. You're the reason, you know. And I'm fully committed to you. I just want to look in your eyes and tell you the truth. This is how I feel. I'm committed. This time in my life, this day and age, baby. Give me love and can't hold it. Can't go back. It all make you love me like this. Take me higher than that. You're the reason I love you like that. You give me love and can't hold back. Can't hold back. You put it on me, you love me like that. Love you like that. You take me higher than that. You're the reason I love you like that.
Hi, everybody. This is Marvin Sweet Bass Banks, and you're listening to the Roy Darvell, the savior of R&B, and the attention.
And you just heard Brian G. Soul out of Las Vegas, Nevada with You're the Reason. Listen to the Attention to Detail R&B radio show. I am Rory Darvell, your host up in here. Got Treasure coming for you, and Aaron Stevenson got you coming at you. Lewis Clark, Zia, Kim Branch, and superstar artist Letitia Carrington out of San Diego. Melissa's neighbor has checked in. Appreciate it. She checked in. She may be hopping her way on over here to the YouTube side, but she checked in on the Jermaine side first. And so maybe she'll be making her way over here to the YouTube side. Now I can all say hello to her. I just put your question, Kejo, to the man himself, and I'm waiting on his reply. And I will let you know if he gets back to me before the hour is over, the answer to that question, because I don't know. And Michelle Bell she would know, but she had to take off as well because she's on demand, so she probably had to take that sleep time. So she normally knows whose songs are released and whose aren't, because that's what she does. That's why I got her on my team, and she should be on your team too. Make sure you get Michelle Bell on your team, artists, if you haven't done it already, because trust me, you're going to need her. You're going to need her, then you're going to wish you had gotten her early. And then you're going to be like, well, can I get the hookup? And I already told her, tell her, no, the price is the price. Bingo. Should have got with her when I said it. I'm going to go on my soapbox on what I say about you black folks making to the last minute. Speaking of black folks in the last minute, politics. Y'all don't get involved? Y'all don't bother? No? That's interesting. So that means y'all don't complain when stuff is not going right and you feel black folks is getting the shaft on stuff. You deserve it. Far up you. If you're not getting involved in the political process at all, you ain't got nothing. Seriously. If you're not, don't complain. I said that somebody said, I can complain whether I vote or not. Yeah, but you're not credible. And then he said something else to me, and I didn't bother to respond to him because this guy, he likes to just be just negative anyway and just be opposite. He likes to just be opposite to be opposite, I guess. He couldn't possibly believe some of the things he believes. Seriously. I think he just likes to have an argument back and forth, and I'm not doing that. I try my best not to do foolishness. And I saw another woman today, and I invited her to come on the show. She ain't coming because she's a Trumper. And when she's voting for Trump, Trump gets this and that. And it's like, oh my God, black people. Oh my gosh, I hate to say some of y'all are stupid, but God darn it, some of y'all are stupid. Yeah. I know. I told you I'm an equal opportunity. It don't matter to me. If you say something dumb or something that don't make sense and you can't explain it to me where it's logical, then it's stupid. That's all I got. That's all I got for you. Michael Jackson. I was watching something I've been trying to watch, and I still haven't seen it. I've been trying to watch Thriller 40 forever. I still haven't got a chance to see it, but I'll tell you something I did see that I wasn't looking for that popped up. Has anybody ever seen Square One? Does anybody even know what Square One is? First of all, are there any Michael Jackson fans here? Is it just me? Well, then I'll be talking to myself. Square One. What Square One is basically it's a documentary that was done that followed the Michael Jackson cases from the one in 93 to the last one in 2005. And they went step by step and they talked to various people and things of this nature. But I'm going to give you the what I didn't know. I was this many years old. BJ, you may have already known it as one who studied a lot of Michael Jackson like I did. But this part I didn't know. Remember when Michael Jackson in 93, he settled the case. Those that remember. He settled the case in 93. So a lot of times when you settle a case, people go, why would somebody innocent, if they're innocent, why would they settle? Go fight it out. Well, like me, I was the same way. It made me nervous. I'm like, golly, Michael, why'd you settle that, bruh? You know, because I've never believed Michael molested a child. I've never believed it. But I was like many. I was like, oh my gosh. I never went over to the side of he did it, and then I found out some subsequent things later on that, okay, yeah, there's no way. And then the father killed himself. But last night, I was this many years old when I found this out. And because it's More Music Wednesday, I'm going to have to tell y'all after these next two songs, 2 in a row, coming from Treasure and Aaron Stevenson on the Real Urban Radio Network.
You only want what you can't have. You try to touch what you can't grab. I'm not a prize that you can win. No, come at me real, I'll let you in. I know you think that I'm a thief. No, cause I'm not down with OPP. I know who you've been dealing with. No, whoever it is, I ain't that cheap. Guess I'm just a rare breed. I believe before I bust it down. It's hard to believe, but I think every girl ain't like a Bridget town. Rare breed, and I know it might sound great. These hoes giving $8 away. You're like, why don't you lower your standards? But baby, I just can't. So I'ma need you to be your music beat so you can see how good I put it down. I'm a lady, say what I say. I gotta get between the legs. Yeah, this gift only if you have received. Oh, can't respect that, then you should leave. It's that deep. Lolo gon' keep it the G. You won't know this freaking the she. No, it don't matter to me. Let's go to kid, it got nothing more than this easy. And most things that cheap should be free. That's why you get what you get. I don't know when you gon' hurt. My degrees It's not a teaching. Just know that hot shit gon' burn. Please believe I be greasy. Forget with me, I guess I'm just a rare breed. Oh, I tell you. Cause you need treated clean, late like on Bridgerton. And I know it might sound crazy, me so giving it all away. You like, why don't you lower your standards? But baby, I just can't, so I'm gonna leave so you can see. Said I know that it's not the one. You're looking now, having fun. The dude shining bright like the sun. Hit me up when you're done out there. No, that's not pity. So before you start flirting, you got to be ready. Cause I won't let you hurt me. You're still no man, no hand, no turkey. Certain things that would be gonna leave some things. For I'm messing down, no. Think every day, you think crazy. Cause I know it's weird how I speak. Them hoes you be dealing with me weak. I'm like, why don't you bring your standards? I'll take you to the peak, baby. I'm a make a difference. At the Real Urban Radio Network, we know who we are and we make no excuses about it. You gotta know where you came from to know where you're going, you know? I'm lost in the groove of you. Caught up, and I can't seem to shake it loose. I quiver when I hear you speak my name. Wicked emotions, sweet surrender has no shame. You are the quiet kind, only drown your eyes. The reason alright, I'll be glad. You're so sweet. Obsessed, hang on every word you said. The nearness of you takes my breath away. I'm drowning deeper, deeper I fall. Resistance getting weaker, weaker. We're looking to raise it all. No matter how the rhythm pulls me down. No other pleasure will do. I'm your fool. Cause it's so strong.
Greetings and salutations. I'm R&B historian Jerome Dubois from DB1's Unsung and Cheryl Underwood Radio. You're listening to Rory Darvell.
And you just heard two in a row. That was Aaron Stevenson with Smooth Soul out of Lake Elsinore, California. And before that, you heard Treasure with Rare Breed. Melissa likes that one. You're listening to the Attention to Detail R&B radio show on the Real Urban Radio Network, a Black-owned streaming station. I am your host, Rory Darvell, bringing you the best and widest variety of new R&B anywhere. Talking about Michael Jackson and what I found out. Now, you may have already known this, BJ BFF, as being a Michael Jackson historian like myself. I learned this last night, so I was it bothered me for years why Michael settled the case with the first kid, and at the same time proclaiming his innocence. And it was say, oh, if he was innocent, why would he, so people have went through that for years saying if he was innocent, why did he settle? Why did he settle? So he must have did it. And so people have carried that with them to this day. So I found out why he settled. And Johnny Cochran was his attorney. And a good friend of Michael's said he did not want Michael to settle either. He didn't want him to settle. He wanted him to fight it. Well, the reason why, this is our judicial system, folks. So there's two ways you can go with someone. There's like in the OJ case, there's criminal and there's civil. They filed a civil suit against Michael, but a criminal suit could also take place. You never want a civil suit to go before a criminal suit. You always want the criminal suit to go first. Well, for some reason or another, as if we all don't know why, they were allowing the civil case to go before the criminal case. They were allowing that. Knowing, and if you recall, it was not in lieu of. It wasn't like, well, if you file the civil case, you can't file a criminal case. They could still have filed a criminal case against Michael Jackson for that first case. They settled because now what would happen in the civil case, which was not supposed to go before the criminal, but they allowed it to, Michael's defense would have been blown in a civil case. So that means the criminal case, they would have known what his defense would be. And they could go through the civil case and pick apart his defense for the civil case. And he would not be able to defend himself adequately in a criminal case. That's why. If you notice in the O.J. Simpson case, those of you remember that, what came first? Criminal or civil? Criminal case came first. They lost the criminal case, but they won in the civil case. Now, the civil case, as if you don't know this, I do know, you just need a unanimous decision. You need what's the word? God darn it. When you need more than less. You don't need a unanimous. Everyone doesn't have to agree. It can be 9-3. It can be 9-3 in a civil case. And of course, in a criminal case, everybody has to agree. You can't have 11-1. Everyone has to agree in a criminal case, but not in a civil case. In a civil case, it's basically, I think he did it. And so therefore, I'm voting guilty. in the civil case against Michael Jackson. And guess what, folks? How come they never filed the criminal case? They even the person that was the lawyer for the civil said they could file. And then at the time, Garcetti at the time said, well, because the alleged victim said he would not cooperate in a criminal case, so therefore they would pass on prosecuting Michael Jackson. That is not why. They did not have the evidence to convict him in a criminal case. They didn't have enough evidence to convict him. But Michael settled because if he would have and testified in the civil case, he wouldn't have been able to put up a quality defense. And trust and believe, they would have convicted his black ass. And Michael would have sat in jail probably for the rest of his life. So that's why he settled the civil case, because it wasn't supposed to go first. And if you want to look for yourself, it's called Square One. The documentary is called Square One. Now Kim, that's just that was the only case I was concerned with. The one in 2005, that was a bunch of BS from the jump. Anybody with common sense, which a lot of people don't have, I'm learning in America, because you got millions of people supporting Trump. So common sense is not common in America. So, but I knew that case was a bunch of garbage from the jump, as this one was, because the man just wanted money. And there was a phone call. The boy's father had made a phone call to the ex-wife's new husband or whatever, that he had planned on destroying Michael Jackson. They recorded his phone call. So anyway, we're gonna spend a whole lot of time on it. I feel so much better now that I know a little bit more about the criminal justice system. It's criminal in itself. Sharonda G, You Are My Love on the Real Urban Radio Network.
And with you, I'll always keep in touch. Oh, you know I feel so deep in love with you. And then you said you'll always be there. You promised to forever love and care. Oh, baby, I will surely be right there for you. When you come and slide, and then we take a ride. It feels good inside. Oh yeah, a real life fantasy. When you're inside my dreams, I realize I need your love. Yeah. You are my love. I feel so I just can't get enough. Oh, you know you've been around and die for me. I promise that I'll always be true, and I will never leave you. You've been what I needed for so long. When you come and slide, and then we take a ride, it feels good inside. Oh yeah, a real life fantasy. When you're inside my dreams, I realize I need your love. Yeah. I never knew I could say before. What you have for me is more than I could ever imagine. You placed your love right there before me. I looked into your eyes, then I could see
Hey, y'all, this is Rochelle Hall from Carson, California, and you're listening to my boy Rory Darvell on the Attention to Detail Old School Radio Show on the Real Urban Radio Network, baby.
Yeah, you are. Yes, you are. That's who you're listening to. The Attention to Detail R&B Radio Show. Rochelle Hall out of Carson, California. That was her radio drop. You can do a radio drop too, just like Rochelle. Here, let me tell you how you can do it. Well, this is what you do. If you just take my phone number down, 424-558-2088. No, seriously, take it down. 424-558-2088 and say, Rory, I want to do a radio drop. Well, God darn it, you can. The France Forest superstar artist has checked in, as he should. I hope his son is still around as well. We're playing the best and widest variety of new R&B for you. By the way, let me know you want to do that radio drop. And what I'll do is I'll send you the script, a guide script to help you out. Very easy. You record that guide script, and then you send it back to me when you feel comfortable, when you think you sound good. And then I'll give it to my boss man, Cuddy. And then boss man, Cuddy, will put you on the radio eventually. He sure will. He sure will. Man, I got Lewis Clark coming at you and Zia coming at you. Man, I got just back-to-backs because it's more Music Wednesday. And it's even more because I've added more songs, even more. So you get more music on Wednesdays and more music on Sundays as well, and less of me on both days. Ain't that something? I know y'all appreciate that, especially when I be getting y'all ass on stuff. The France Forest superstar artist is checked in, and hopefully his son is still around. Man, I got another jam, old school jam coming for you at the end of the show. You want to stick around for that, believe me, because it is more Music Wednesday, and that's when I add a couple of old school jams to remind us of whose shoulders we are standing on, man. Like I said, check out that Square One. If you're a Michael Jackson fan and you were just as curious as I was, there's a lot more to it, a lot deeper information. But I just want to give you that. Myself was wondering, why did he settle? God dang it. It's always bothered me for all these years. It's bothered me. But now I can rest easy. And Michael, you rest easy too, brother. I got your back. Told you, people you can't touch. You can't come after Michael. You can't come to my son. You can't come to Prince. And you can't come after my Beyonce. I don't play that. Just come after my Beyonce. I'm a proud senior member of the Beehive. Card carrying. Got it in my wallet right now. Beyonce sent it to me. Man, just sitting there having a good time in the radio on a Wednesday, man, getting you through your week, man. If you're having a rough week at work and your bosses get on your nerve or your coworkers get on your nerve, God darn it, then breathe easy right here on the Real Urban Radio Network, the Attention to Detail R&B radio show. And let me just get you through these next 2 days. And so Melissa says she likes that song by Sharada. I wish more of you would comment on songs like Melissa. Let it be known. Let your soul glow. Let it be known that you like these songs. Let these artists know that you love them. Because I know they jams. Oh, I know they jams. You can't tell me they're not. You know I know they jams? Because people keep tuning in and listening. They keep tuning in and listening. Songs is playing on the radio every day too. These songs they play on the radio every day too. I listen to when I'm driving in my car. Especially if I'm in traffic. Or if I'm going a long drive. Because let me just say, especially when I'm on a long drive, I got on the Real Urban Radio Network listening to the jams. That's what I do. I'm going from here to Arizona. As Tanya Grogan is listening to me on the app in Arizona. That's right. Let that app come to you. Also, if you have a business and you want to advertise your business, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, when you check into the room, especially my collective in front of me, that you can see me right here, bam, 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 collective. My Jermaine's is to my left. Now, they know to check it on over into the YouTube side as well, like Maria. Maria, did you check into the YouTube side? She did. So make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe button, because the more people that you tell, the more people YouTube tells. And that works out for everybody at the front, including you. That means more people will hear your song and your son's song. So let people know, God darn it, where you at. And share this station, man. Share us like we share you artists. Every single time your song is in rotation, God darn it, you should be telling everybody about us. And the more people that check in, the better it is for you. Hey, I went and checked out this group on Friday called 1500 or Nothing. Y'all ever heard of them? Woo, them some bad boys. I'm gonna try to get one of them up in here one day and talk to him, man. That's some bad boys. 1500 or Nothing, man. I went to check them out. But listen, I'm gonna give you 2 more in a row because it's that time again. I know, so fast. Lewis Clark out of Las Vegas, and followed by Zia, Real Urban Radio Network.
find the perfect woman who's sitting there for me. Is it for real or just a fantasy? The lace of my morning, the copy of my dreams, the desire of reality. So follow the stars, picture perfect kisses. So follow the stars, you're so strong and save my life. Your smile's a time from living. Your gift your love God sent. Was like an angel sent here from above. Got me captivated, baby. You got me hypnotized. All I need is you and your sweet love. So I will trust the picture your face. So swear delicious. Your love so strong it saved my life. Yeah. Cool as a hot night, fire. My heart beat quiet. Ooh, come true, dream, come true, dream. Nothing but everything. So finally just picture perfect kisses. So for real, finally just your love so strong it saved my life. Yeah. Your sisters. Listen to the station.
Your home for today's R&B and old school. The Real Urban Radio Network.
Turn it up, Rory.
Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, here you go, come calling my phone, knowing that I ain't what you want. Can't handle me telling you no. Maybe it's just time to move on. All you need to know is I'm through. Gotta do what I gotta do.
What's good for me might not be good for you. If you won't treat me like you should, what you won't do, you know I never could. So now I'm out. All the silly games you play, no, it ain't going your way. You can't see the writing on the wall, you don't see the forest for the tree, and somehow you just gotta see. You can't see the writing on the wall, you don't see the forest for the tree. No more crying, feeling blue. I'm heading up, you're bringing me down, and I can't waste my time. Now you can do what you wanna do. What's good for me might not be good for you. If you won't treat me like you should, what you won't do, you know I never could. So now I'm out. What? Well, I'm sorry that I missed your call. Well, look, when I'm in sound booth, I can't hear the phone ring. What do you mean? Now you can do what you wanna do. You can do what you wanna do. Might not be good for you. It's not good for me. If you don't treat me like you should, I'm gonna find somebody new. You know I never could. Who can do better than you? You can do what you wanna do. I'm out. Goodbye. What's good for me might not be good for you. No way, no way, no way. If you don't treat me like you should, if you won't treat me like you should, you know I never could. Somebody else, so now I'm out.
Hey everyone, I'm recording artist Brittany Goldine, and you're listening to Rory Darvell and the Attention to.
And you just heard two more in a row because it's more Music Wednesday. That was Zia with Cameo Bounce, preceded by Lewis Clark out of Las Vegas with So Swagalicious. Attention to Detail R&B radio show. Maria checked in on the, where's she checking in? She checked in on the left side, which is the Jermaine side. She checked in. Speaking of Jermaine, did y'all see that New Edition has a residency in Las Vegas? And they opened their show with a tribute to the Jacksons. And they did the medley of I Want You Back, ABC, and I forget the third song that the Jacksons used to always do their medley to. They just did the choreography. They didn't really sing the leads. They just kind of did the choreography to it. And that's a nice tribute. And Jackie and Marlon were there. So they had a picture with Jackie and Marlon backstage. It was a very nice tribute that they did to the Jacksons. That's cool, what they did. If you get a chance, go check out New Edition in Las Vegas, man. They have a great show. New Edition has always done a great show since they've been in existence. Since they were children, they have always put on a great show. They've never cheated their audience. Hear that, singers? They never went up on stage and read the lyrics. They always performed. They knew the words to all the damn songs. They learned all the songs. I'm just saying. That's my word to you, singers. Learn the goddamn song. Kim Berry Andrews checks in. God darn it. Kim Berry Andrews checks in, the sister of Robbie Andrews, who has a cruise business. Y'all like the cruise? Y'all ever heard of W Hots? W Hots is an acronym for what happens on the ship. Man, they are a hot crew. When you want to go to Super Bowl cruise, and that's my church sister, Robbie. So when you want to go on a hot cruise, man, Super Bowl cruise, you want to go with W Hots, man. They be having the hottest entertainment, hottest DJs. We have a good time, man. I used to tour with them, not tour. I didn't tour with them, but I used to cruise with them on a regular basis years ago. I need to go back because cruising is my favorite vacation. I know they're taking stuff now for next year's Super Bowl. So if you're looking for a cruise company to cruise with, go with W Hots. You have a good time. You're going to fly. They didn't go to the Bahamas. Y'all go to the Bahamas again? Kim Berry, do you go? She used to go. I don't know if she still goes either. But anyway, y'all get on that cruise ship, man. If y'all like to do the cruises, that's my thing. That's my thing. I love cruises. Love being on the big boat. Listen, my Lakers are playing. Somebody want to give me a score update? Listen, Lakers, God darn it. Don't upset me, Lakers, as Shalonda checks in. Lakers, I looked at the schedule. And my Lakers have a chance. You guys, if you just win, now you got some tough games now. It's not easy, but you're at home. God darn it. Show up. I need y'all to show up. Y'all can get as high as number 5. 5, you're only 2 games out of the 5th spot. You're hovering at number 9. You're only 2 games out of the 5th spot. Can I finish on this? Ladies and gentlemen? Speaking of haterades. And this is Negroes, Black folks. Stop the hating. Can you do it, Black folks? Can you do it? Can we just congratulate you? LeBron, somebody put up a statistic the other day. God darn it. I'm sick of the whole LeBron, Kobe, the Jordan comparisons. Who's the GOAT? Who's this? God darn it. They were 3 fantastic basketball players. And somebody had the gonads, Black. Yeah, I said it. I told you I'm an equal opportunity to get in your ass, Shalonda. This is what I do. Black people, you are not immune because this is a Black-owned station and it's a Black person running this show. You are not immune from criticism. Everybody gets it from me. Everybody. Just wanted to make that clear. Black people hate to be criticized. Well, you F up. I'm letting you know. Deal with it. But that's not the point. So LeBron scores 40,000 points. You know, somebody had to post. He scored 40,000, but the Lakers lost the game. The night they put up Kobe's statue, LeBron lost the game. When he broke Kareem's record that night, the Lakers lost the game. Every time LeBron does something monumental, the Lakers lose the game. Last time I checked, a Nipsey Hussle reference to let everyone know I'm hip. LeBron plays with 14 other Negroes on the team. Well, there's one white guy. AR-15, that's my boy right there. Reeves gets it in. But that's not LeBron don't lose the games by himself. LeBron has been in the league 21 years. The man plays at 21 years at an elite level. Jordan didn't do that, for all you Jordan lovers. Y'all act like Jordan just came in and just dominated the league from day. Jordan was a loser for 8 years of his career. Y'all act like he only played 6. But that's not the point. I'm not here to bash Jordan. I'm here to say, give LeBron that man's flowers. 21 years in this league, and there's no end in sight. He's averaging almost 30 points a game. Still one of the top players in the game. They can't stop him. He still plays at 39 above the rim. Above the rim at 39. Half man, half amazing. That's Vince Carter. He wasn't playing above the rim at that age. And you know, Vince Carter was the dunker of dunkers, if y'all remember. Anyway, I got Kim Branch coming at you. And then I got this song that I can't even say the name of it because I don't want these guys, they appreciate it when they hear it though. Anyway, but I am going to say this though. God is the greatest. Tell somebody about us as we tell them about you. Everybody get well. Latrice, Michelle, Maria, me. I'm out of here. See y'all on Sunday, 5 o'clock.
Troublemakers. You know that I know just how you like it, boy. Feelings keeping deep inside and never tell me why. What kills me, can't lie. Can't you see the pain in my eye? How am I supposed to know? You don't take the time to tell me, baby, can't you see? I'm here to be all that you need. Yeah. I'm busy. I got you, I'm here for you, baby. What do you need? How was your day? Did you eat? Okay, so I can rub your hair while you go to sleep. I don't know if you know, but I'm running for you and I go when you say so. So say so. Let me know, baby. This head is got nothing on I can't be. So now, all those things that get you down, yeah, make me work it. nothing's changed. I'll always be the same. And when the pressures in your life get you down, you should know that when you have nowhere to go, you can call on me. Oh, it's a ability. I got you, I'm here for you, baby. What do you need? How was your day? Did you eat? Come here so I can rub your hair while you go to sleep. I don't know if you know, but I'm riding for you. I know when you say so. So say so. Let me know, 'cause baby, this head has got nothing on my can we talk about all those things that get you down? So let me work it out, and then one day you will smile. Sometimes all I want to bring you is joy. So whatever you need, baby, you know that I love is how you like it all. I'm a queen, you're my king. With me, you don't have to worry about a thing. I'm a boss, all my sex rings. Rick Ross, always hustling. 'Cause I know you had a tough time. I used to the sunshine. You can say goodbye, I'll always be by. See, I'm the one to pull you up when life knocks you down. Dust you off, kiss your cheek, and adjust your crown. That's all. We're supposed to be a team. Yeah, baby, what do you need? How was your day? Did you eat? Okay, so I can rub your hair while you go to sleep. You know what I'm gonna be when you say so. So say so. Let me know, baby, this head has got nothing on I can't wait. Talk about all now. So let me work it out. I know life is hard sometimes. I wanna bring it. So whatever you need, you know that I know just how you like it, Lord, like it, Lord, like it, Lord.
The France, Young Stone.
Turn it up.
Entertaining and
This
informative.
is for you.
Real Urban Radio Network.
Of how we parted, and I know my love is gone forever, but deep down in my heart, I'll love her forever. Listen to me. I'm down on the knee. Oh yeah. Please listen to me. Oh yeah. I'm looking up above. Oh yeah. Up above. Pray for your love. baby, and stop this rainbow. And I know the things I've done is wrong. I'm asking you to give me one more chance, just a one more chance to prove to you that I know. And I know, baby, and I know, baby, the love only comes once, and when it comes, you gotta grab it. So I'm not coming over. And I'm asking you, baby, 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 I'm asking you. Baby, sometimes when I look at you, I feel like I just wanna reach out. 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 I wanna reach out and yeah. And I just wanna ask you one thing, baby. And I just wanna ask you one thing, baby. I just wanna ask you one thing. I just wanna ask you one thing. I just wanna ask you one thing. One thing, baby. I want you to stop this rainbow in my eyes. I got to go. Thank you so much. Good night. Next time, y'all.
Broadcasting live to the world at www.realurban.